Welcome up, motherfuckers. What is going on, everyone? It is I. It is everyone's favorite jack of all trades with a foul mouth. Coming to Urban, and welcome back to another awesome fucking video, guys. I greatly do appreciate it. And before I do dive in this bitch, big special shout out to all of you guys, my viewers, and my subscribers for sticking around watching this shit. It's the reason why I fucking do it is for all of you guys, so yeah. And as you can see here, we have this crazy image of the Battleship Yamato as depicted in Kantai collection, basically sinking to her death. And at the bottom it says April 7th, 1945, the day that the Yamato left this world and entered the next. And you're probably wondering what we're talking about. Well, I got a book review, guys. I've been reading this book for a little bit, and it's about not just Yamato, but her and her sisters. And as you can see here in my background is my recently completed model of Yamato herself by Very Fire and Beaver Corporation, or Harry Beaver Corporation. And this is 1/350th scale. And this is what Yamato looked like when she went out on that operation. It was Operation Go. And the book we got here for you. It's a little book. Looks kind of bland, don't it? Well, you open it up. This thing is from the Library of Congress. I thought, what the fuck? Because this was interlibrary loan. And here is the book, guys. It is titled Titans of the Rising Sun. The Rise and Fall of Japan's Yamato class battleships by Raymond A. Bowell Jr. And there's an awesome image of Yamato sailing in high seas with the Japanese Imperial Navy flag in the background. And in the back, it says here that Titans of the Rising Sun is a detailed study in the creation of Japan's Yamato class battleships. During the first half of the 20th century, they symbolize a nation. A battleship symbolized a nation's power on the world stage, with countries such as Britain, Japan, and the United States contending for dominance on the high seas. Japan's overwhelming victory over the Russian fleet in 1905 at the Battle of Tsushima would influence that nation's naval strategy for the next 40 years. The desire to build a powerful naval fleet to achieve its empire-building ambitions prompted Japan to embark upon a series of construction programs which resulted in the creation of battleship classes with ever-increasing capabilities. And holy fuck, they did. After an era of construction constraints imposed by naval treaties signed during the 1920s, Japan began formulating plans during the 1930s for the creation of the most powerful and largest battleships the world would ever witness. The Yamato class. These mammoth ships were equipped with the biggest guns ever fitted to a warship, and were capable of destroying any adversary they would meet. They could, yeah. Intended to be glorious symbols of Japanese power, the Yamato class suffered from the disadvantage of being designed at a crossroads of naval strategy, in which advances in aviation technology began to shift the focus of sea power from the battleship to the aircraft carrier. This change in paradigms would have dramatic effects not only on the Yamato class, but the battleship in general, as they confronted the new type of warfare in which they were at a disadvantage. The story of the Yamato and those of her class illustrate the closing of one chapter in the history of the naval warfare, while at the same time the opening of another. And holy shit. It really did. It really fucking did. And basically what Mr. Bowell did was he wrote pretty much a very detailed summary of the creation of the Yamato class, basically from the dawn of the Dreadnought through all these different classes of ship, and all through this to the building of the ships themselves. So, I mean, it was like the Battle of Tsushima where the Japanese, you know, this was the battleship Mikasa, which was Admiral Togo's flagship in May of 1905, which she is still around today in Yokosuka as a museum ship. But it was basically from that battle alone that really inspired the Japanese to build that motherfucker. They believed the battleship was the answer But with all these building of different ship classes and stuff, including up to like the Nagato class, which here's a picture of Nagato alongside the Akagi early in her career because she doesn't have a full flight deck. But because of the building arms race and they didn't want to go back to like World War I shit, the Washington Naval Treaty along with the London Naval Conference really kind of put a stampering on a lot of ambitions for Japan, but Japan basically gave the rest of the world a middle finger and said fuck you guys, and they went out and done their own shit, such as modernizing the Congo class battleships, modernizing the Fuso class battleships, modernizing the IS class, and the Nagato, which that's your sister right there, Mutsu. And of course Japan, of course, like I said, gave a big fucking middle finger to the naval treaty, said fuck you guys. And they started planning building the Yamato. Yeah, pretty crazy shit. And basically it just gives you pretty much a detailed summary of how the ship was built, what kind of control system she had, what kind of planes she carried, and also history of her sisters, the Musashi and the Shinano, which I believe there's only 2 or 3 pictures ever taken of the Shinano, which is crazy. And of course battleship number 4 never was finished. And of course gives you a very detailed history summary of the wartime operations of the Yamato class ships, both Yamato and Musashi, and of course the one trip the Shinano made before she was fucking sunk halfway through her run. And of course a very detailed summary of Operation 10 Ichigo and all the ships that were involved with 10 Ichigo. And of course what happened to Yamato as she rolled over and blew up. As you can see in that picture there, that's that after fact. And then basically explaining the fact that the battleship was dead and all that whatnot. So basically at the very end of the book it explained that the Yamato class battleships were perfect, but at the same time they weren't perfect. They were the ultimate symbol of naval might. When it came to a big gun capital ship, Yamato and Musashi were absolutely the fucking top of the top fucking tier shit. They were god mode. But at the fucking same time, because of the fact of the changing tide of war, meaning battleships were very vulnerable to aircraft carriers, and us Americans, we really got on board with the aircraft carrier warfare because half of our battleships were fucking sunk at Pearl Harbor, so we jumped on board a little bit early and got these badgers back in the end. And of course we dropped the fucking sun on them, not once but twice. But that's another story. So overall, Titans of the Rising Sun, The Rise and Fall of Japan's Yamato class battleships by Raymond A. Powell Jr. It's a great fucking read. It's a very informative, very intuitive look at these amazing monster battleships and what they were and what they could have been and what they weren't. And when I got done reading this book, you just kind of reflect to yourself that, these big, beautiful monsters were produced. 2 of them were built. The 3rd was turned into an aircraft carrier. And the 4th one was only 2/3 of the way done, and they scrapped it. So, it's an amazing book. Very informative, very entertaining, and it was a really nice, and it really opened my eyes to the history of these really amazing and wonderful monstrous ships. So there you have it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed my review of the book Titans of the Rising Sun. The Rise and Fall of Japan's Yamato class battleships by Raymond A. Bowles Jr. And if you have any questions or comments about anything, leave in the fucking comment section below. Ow, fuck, it hurt. I fucked up my knee the other day and it still hurts like a bitch, but if you have any questions or comments, leave in the fucking comment section below. I'll get back with you. If you're new to the channel, like the shit I fucking do, hit the fucking subscribe button. Hit the damn notification bell, never miss a video from yours truly ever again. And until next time, this is Coming to Urban, saying a smooth seas and clear skies and happy sailing with you. God bless you all. Take care. Stay safe. Be yourselves. Jesus is good and Lord love you all very much. And until next time around, I'll catch you on warm trade wind where hell one knows. Anchors away, motherfuckers, and catch you later. So long. Yeah.